Hey everybody, Rodamon here. So I think this video was long awaited. Overwhelmingly, in my last video, everyone suggested a Marauder start, or a Warmonger start. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. Just to preface, this episode will be a little slow, because obviously I'm starting with nothing. But while I describe it, let me load the planet. So the idea here is we're starting in a only 30% rendered planet. And I usually play on extreme difficulty, but because of all the combat I'm going to be in, I set it to rough, only because I think on extreme, there'll actually be less action. If I find it too easy, I can always kick up the difficulty. So this is, of course, permadeath, as are most of my videos. And let me just go ahead and land my starting civs. So what I did here was I used plan carefully because I didn't want to spend forever rolling, but I did set point maxes. So these aren't imbalanced pawns. They're pretty reasonable. So let me introduce them left to right. They're all shooters, and then they all have one other sort of burning passion. So he's my doctor, Agriel, or Agiel. Then we have Iseth, which is a crafter shooter. Tannen, shooter constructor. Mestema, which shooter intellectual, and a thrall. Now, if I look at this scenario, as you can see, everyone's going to be only 19 years old or younger, so they don't have adult professions. So the idea behind this is that this Vatgrown warlike nation sends their children to planets to cleanse them as like a birthright or a coming of age. So that's what I'm doing here. Every starter character will have bloodlust. I disabled all the incidents that have me doing diplomacy type things, so there won't be any friendly raids or refugees or wanderers, any of that stuff. I can still recruit via slavery, imprisonment, and pod crashes and stuff like that, but no wanderers join or visiting groups or any of that. No one's going to come visit me. I'm too warlike. And I basically start with what you would start with a standard crash landed, except for a few more bolt action rifles and no pet. I also cannot tame animals, so there's no animal husbandry or anything. We're here to kill. So this is the starting world that I have, and I'm going to aim to try to kill off everyone, which I know is a bit of a lofty goal, but I'll do as much as I can. So we'll see how far I get with that. And I started in a little forest. And I have a river and a road that follows one another, which is an interesting sort of terrain to start on. So now I have to figure out exactly where I want to start. And I think what I'll do is I'll start... I'll build here. Yeah. Alright. So what I'll do is immediately... set up maybe a 9x9. And I don't really have everything planned out, so you'll have to bear with me. I didn't pre-design or plan or anything. This is kind of going to be ad-libbed a bit. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There. And put some doors in. So I'm going to have cubbyhole bedrooms to start. And some work priorities. So I want everyone firefighting. And then focusing on what they do best. No art. Alright, so immediately I'm going to want to get some research going. So I guess that's where my stockpile is. I'm going to have a separate research room that I'll aim to line with silver for bonus. And then I'm going to need a kitchen. So what I think I'll do... This is fertile, isn't it? Oh well. No, I can... There we go. There's a kitchen. For now, I'm just going to have some crummy chairs. Electric stove. Butcher. I'm going to want to generate some power, obviously. It's a very good question where I'm going to put it. I'll put one here. Yeah, I'm sort of, if you're wondering why I'm hesitating, I'm sort of trying to think many moves in advance of exactly how I want to lay this out. There we go. Excuse my beer. Alright, so that's a good start. Good little layout. So what I'll do here, and I'll lay out the plan so you can see. Initially, I'm going to wall myself off. So I can't be messed with that easily. Something like this. This is obviously rough. And this deep water here will keep them from coming in and will act as a kill window. And then eventually I'll let them march in on me. But that's the idea. Because I'm going to want a very well-secured base camp. So when I raid, I raid. So the idea behind my pawns, I have 4 warlike pawns and then a thrall, who's a slave girl. So all of mine are Vatgrown medic, Vatgrown soldier, soldier, and then Vatgrown slave girl. They're all Vatgrowns, as you can obviously see. And that's by design. I thought that'd make for a cool story. So, as everyone knows, in Fertile Ground, rice is king. Maybe not everyone, but hey, now you know. I'm going to have to wall off my farm. I don't want the local fauna eating my flora. And for efficiency's sake, you know what? Yeah, let's forget that. Okay, let's see. Put the meat back there. Alright, I'm going to give them the orders to chop the wood around here. And I think what I'll do is my constructor, who is it? So everyone else is going to chop plants. Because I'm going to need the wood. Eventually I'll probably replace all of my walls from wood to granite or whatever the local stone is. This is limestone, slate or sandstone. Probably limestone then. Whatever I can get my hands on. Lime is fine. Alright, so these guys are trimming the hedges, which is good. I'm going to need to clear out a large swath of stuff. A large area for myself. Another thing I want to do is a dump stockpile. Let's just dump it here. Okay, there's an easier way to do this. Let's go to haul things. There we go. Maybe I won't put it too far, because I can do some stone cutting. Alright. Then I'm also going to want to grow heal root. Oh, no one can grow heal root. Alright, I'll just keep doing rice for now. I don't usually play on mods, as you guys probably know. So I know I have 2 different rice zones, but it's because I'm planning on converting. Alright, that's some fertile territory there as well. The only mod I'm running right now is, well, plan carefully because I planned out these ponds. But when I give you guys the save file, if you want to play along or try it for yourself, I can obviously disable playing carefully because it's not really required. And I'm having I have a temperature mod as well, so that it allows you guys to, whether you're Fahrenheit or Celsius. Sorry, Kelvin people, but I got no Kelvin for you, but a Fahrenheit Celsius mod, so you can see the temperatures. All right, so this is coming along. Some awful beds, but hey, who are we to complain? All right, some manual chop wood orders, even though they're not come to maturity. And what I'll do here, although I'll just say ahead of time, it's a huge waste of manpower, is cut all the plants away. Just so that I can see my growing zones a lot easier, my fertilization zones. Massive waste of manpower, but I seem to have plenty of manpower right now. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to want a research bench. Get some light in there. And a chair. I'm going to want some batteries. For now, I can just plop them here. Put them outside. Alright, I actually think I got all the fertile ground on first try, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and cut this tree too. Alright, so although Agil's in an outdoor bed, at least he's not sleeping on the ground. Could be worse, right? Alright, we've done all our hauling. Get rid of that zone. So far it looks quite agrarian. That will change. So let's go ahead and plop a stone cutter there. This is probably an ancient danger, which I'm going to need to deal with sooner or later. Alright, I want to get research going, so I'm going to prioritize that. I want to get machining, or smithing and then machining as soon as I can. Being warlike, that will help. Mestema's already going to town on it. Let's try to get her some lights and that will speed it up. We've got a good steel node here. Alright, now we have the lights going. Or will be. You are blocked by roof. Yes, I did do that, didn't I? Maybe not the wisest decision I've made. So let's go ahead and move our batteries. As you can see, I might be a little rusty. But we can remedy that pretty easily. I was researching in the dark. Is slow. Okay, so now we have some idle people. I'm gonna go ahead and what could I have them do? Hunt, I guess. I don't really have refrigeration yet though, but there will always be more animals out there, so I don't even care what they're shooting. Shoot whatever you want. Gets your shooting skill up. Just be good for war. Alright, so let's set this back to 3. We don't need everyone hunting, just the people that don't have other tasks. Alright, so there's certainly not a lot of wind going on right now. These aren't even blocked and they're not really generating. There we go. Getting that skill up. Alright, once again, need to fix that bedroom. I haven't done that yet. Soon we'll have a proper kitchen. That'll make cooking a bit easier. So as I already apologized, this is going to be somewhat of a slower episode. As you can imagine, just sort of setting up a base, probably not getting into many fights. Yeah, it's actually smart. Let's put a door down there. Alright, we're going to need some more wood. Give that old cabin feel to it. Now they're all hunting the crap at everything. Alright, so Tannen is finishing up. Let's build this wall, though. It's a long time coming. Still not running on batteries, just something I could be doing. There we go. Now they should be charging, and they are. Alright. So I'm just laying out some flooring so that plants can't take over where I'm trying to set up. Alright, so we almost have a fully operational kitchen. It's getting close. We do have a stove going. We've got our crafting room. I'm going to start... I don't really care what stone blocks they use. Limestone. Probably lime. Maybe I'll just force it to be lime. But that will be good. Get that set up. What else? Electric tailer. Gonna want some lights in there as well, I think. It's interesting to be able to use tech for once. I've had a lot of low tech, not like super low tech playthroughs recently, so this feels a bit different. Alright, let's order some hauling. Haul things. P. Not a hotkey I often use. Oh, killed a boom rat or something. Alright, so she's cranking away on limestone chunks. Is our thrall mining? No, she's butchering. Okay. That's fine. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make her mine for now, just because we want to get the AC going. And without some additional steel, that's not going to happen. Not having a roof is going to be a problem too. New lovers, Agil and Isith. Alright, let's see what I can do about that. I've already gone through all of my wood. Get some more. Really? You can't beat up a bunny? You're supposed to be raiding, and a bunny gives you pause? That's not a good not a good sign. Alright, let's get these. Still need materials. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Let's just turn it off for now. Oh, none of you flick, do you? Alright. Here's the stuff for the first cooler. And soon we'll have enough metal for both. Oh, we already do. That's good. Oh, come on, Tannen. You're almost done. Alright, who's our dock? Agil is the dock. Let's allow self-mend, self-tend. But put that down. For now, until there's a reason to use higher quality med, I'm just gonna keep them on herbal. The high quality stuff is too important to waste. Alright, I'll start making the retaining wall once we're done with what we need to construct. We're not quite there yet. That will also help keep the local fauna from eating our crops once we have a wall. Alright, Agil has an infection. Who's our other dogs? The thrall. Just go ahead. I realize you don't need to actually treat with medicine with infections unless you're missing a kidney, but whatever. Whatever indeed. I'm just looking around for some wild heal root. Alright, so we have both coolers. So I'm going to redesignate power. This is getting cool enough. Why? Yes. So this is supposed to be kitchen storage. And I never really set that up, did I? So meals, raw food, pemmican, hay, whatever. Corpses of animals. And we'll say preferred. So we also have an electric tailor. So bloodlust people like to wear human skins. So once we start going to war, we can start butchering human likes and wearing their skins. Sounds kind of nasty, but that's what my people will like. Alright, so we have this double bed for our new couple. Forget, was it Mastama and Agil? Social. Nope. Agil and Iseth. Alright. Alright, so I got smithing. I'm going to do microelectronic basics before I bother with machining. You know, I'd rather have the high-tech research bench first. Alright, immunity, infection. Let's just give you proper meds. Just so that we're not messing around this early on with someone's life. Alright, and finish off this bedroom. Not much of a bedroom. Bed cell, let's call it. No, I want you doing what you should be doing. Yeah, disturbing his sleep apparently. Alright, set owner to Mastama. And you're refusing to sleep. There we go. It's not so ideal. Alright, so we're done with all of our major construction projects. So I'm just going to go ahead and create our protection wall. Or start it. Start the important parts. How are you doing? Your immunity is outpacing your infection. That is what we like to see. I'll give him the bed once Iseth wakes up. Alright. Alright, back to cooking. Severe illness. No, I think you'll be fine. We can also use this area here as another kill window, and this area too. They're all, because of the way the river's laid out, they're all usable. Alright, let's see. I want a tool cabinet. Alright, developed immunity. As expected. Got a raid! Strata. It's probably going to be, yep, a short raid. Let's see. I'm going to harvest some organs just in case I need organs in the future. It's also good practice for Agil, once Agil can wake up. How fast are you bleeding out? Maybe Agil will be... Oh yeah, there he is. He's able to tend to you. Alright, so let's take a lung and a kidney for now. I'm going to need to find some heal root. Ooh, I can harvest all of that. Ooh, I didn't want this. No roof, no roof. I really don't like when it tries to build roofs over water. It annoys me. And I'm not going to be able to get to some of that roof. Maybe. Especially the deep stuff. Alright, so we have a lung. Good practice. And then I'll take a kidney, and then I'll take some other organ. One of the important bits. So I'm about 34 minutes in. I've got a nice cozy base. Don't think it's all that exceptional, but dozen a pinch, right? Alright, taking another organ. And this, of course, also raises my medicine skill considerably. Alright, drone. Now we are going to take another kidney. Because the only organs I'm ever really going to need are lungs and kidneys, because any other organ will kill me if I'm missing it, you know? Alright, so do my people care? Yeah, they care a little bit. They're not psychopaths. They care a little bit that I've messed with the prisoner, but not enough. I'm also going to butcher human likes as well. Not going to spare humans in that regard. Let's go ahead and remove the plans. It kind of looks messy. I already know what I want to do with the base. I don't need plans. Alright, so this could also use a door to the farm. Easier access door. Let's go ahead and build that tannin. It'll make cooking a little easier. Researching auto doors is obviously another important thing I want to get done. Alright, so we have some human leather here. And what I'll do with, I'm going to wait until I have enough to make shirts. Ooh, thrombos. Nice. I don't exactly have the ability to deal with a thrombo right now. I take that back. Let's try. It's raining, and I might be able to just kite forever. So let's slow time down a little bit. Do this smart. Now these thrombos are going to plow right through the doors. Easy peasy. But all I really need to do is make it fatally bleeding and slower than me. So what is its moving? Weakened to 90%. Alright, who are you chasing? Iseth? Then the other three. Get ready to shoot. Alright, how fast are you? You are 4.3. Iseth, I think, is not a jogger. What am I looking at? Health, information, 4 point. Okay, they're about the same speed. So I'm going to need to slow him down a little bit, or he's going to catch Iseth. Alright, I think you're slowing now, right? Yeah, you are slowing. And you're fatally bleeding now. But I don't want you bashing my walls, so I'm going to keep shooting you till you're dead. It's good target practice, and there we go. Not so hard. Not bad, not bad. Now these walls might expand at some point, but for now, I'm happy with what they are. And eventually I'm going to turn it into like one big horrible maze for people to get into my base. That's the plan. Alright, Tannen, you have a lot of building ahead of you. Alright, so let's do until we have 20. I think that's an appropriate number. So we're not doing it forever. Good old thrumbo horn. Does anyone... we'll set them up to grow in mine if they so choose. Growing. Tannen. Do you have nothing to construct? Don't think that's true. That's weird. He'd prioritize the wrong thing. So eventually I'm going to set it up so that enemies will have to walk around the perimeter of the lake to get into the base. You know, like a horrible, horrible maze, as I mentioned before. And then they'll have to brave some deadfall traps as well. Maybe just that many. Just sort of brainstorming it right now, so bear with me. Alright. Alright, that will do. Ooh, you got a little too close to it, didn't you? We want, or I want, a hospital bed. So the last thing we need to do is to get more infections, but Agiel can take care of himself. Alright, so we have microelectronic basics. That's going to open up the high-tech research tree to us, which is awesome. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. It's going to take up a lot of our components, if not all of them. So we can mine for some more. Gonna hunt around for some components. Seems to be plenty in the mountains, or whatever these are. They're not big enough to be mountains. Hills. The one problem with these sort of flat starts is they don't have a lot of raw resources. Obviously, if I was in heavy mountainous terrain, there'd be a lot more resources for me to use. Oh right, I forgot about this high tech or the ship that I broke down. That will have plenty. All right. That is plenty of meat there. Bunch of it's thrumbo, bumalope, pork. I'm gonna start on some decent bedrooms. Alright, I need a new research project, so I'm gonna do some machining. And floors, sterile. Need a bit more steel for it, but it'll be worth it. Now I could organize this kitchen a bit better, obviously, because running all the way out there for each stack of rice to cook is dreadfully inefficient. Huh. Agil has nothing to haul, so he's moving corpses around. I'll have them try to construct. Alright, so let's put a steel door here, and a steel door there. Just sort of arbitrary at this point. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, certainly don't need to hunt for fun for a while. Started some lovely bedrooms, better ones than I currently have. Alright, I think what I'll do is suspend this for now, so she does other tasks. So we have plenty of limestone at this point. What am I missing? Besides an empty beer. Machining. I have that research going now. I should have probably just gone to a multi-analyzer, but I didn't. At first glance, I didn't really see any gold in these mountains, so I don't have a resource. Wow, that forest fire really cooked up a huge swath of the map. Yeah, I don't really have any gold on me, as far as I can tell, so maybe I made the right choice and having not done a multi-analyzer. So that always speeds up some of the research, but not if you're missing requisite materials. So I think I'm gonna cut. Do I cut into the farm or do I move things around? Yeah, I'm gonna cut into the farm. Build a bit of a path around it. A few fewer crops, but you know, it'll speed up movement. I should have planned ahead of time for that that flooring. I didn't, obviously. Well, that's okay. Alright, these bedrooms are just about done. And I need to allow roofs over that area. Okay, so let's go ahead and arbitrarily give these bedrooms up. And what I could do is set up some more bedrooms. And I'll want more wood for that. Definitely going to want auto doors. And we are 50 minutes in. I apologize for the lack of combat. Just tidying up a bit. Trying to free Tannen's hands because I want him doing as much of the construction as possible. Alright, so we have one tool cabinet going. We're obviously getting some wood. Alright, let's go ahead and deconstruct these bedrooms. That way people are sleeping in the nicer ones. And place the floor. Haul the rest away. What is this? Limestone flagstone? Yeah, eventually I can replace all of the flooring with the limestone flagstone because it certainly looks nicer. Alright, let's go ahead and encourage people to do some mining, even though they suck at it. Because we are at a deep deficit of steel. We need it. Oh, these bedrooms are smaller accidentally. Let's remedy that before I build too much of them. Unintentional. Purge is on. Wow, that was fast. Young and dumb. That's what they are. So we don't have our full wall. I should have been prioritizing that, but my people can take a few early on raids. They're not imposing. They're not that dangerous. I'm not worried about losing early raids. Okay. Just doing some mental calculations here. Coming up at the top of the hour, friends. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Alright, let's go ahead and unsuspend that. It's getting to the point where we're going to need to. Mad animal, a rat. And a psychic drone. And a raid. Alright, so this is a weapon raid. I forget to look if they were coming immediately or not. It appears they are. So I'm going to get ready for that. Alright, where are you going? Attacking my doors? Alright. All dead. Dead and soon butchered. Ooh, a scar from rat. Oh, man. That's awful. Rat bit his eyeball. Obviously, he's going to have to go bionic. He's a proselyphile, so that works. Something I should have done already, but I haven't, is a trade zone. Yeah, I want to put it out of the way. And then comms console. Failing. Man, it's that eye damage that I just incurred. That's not cool. Okay, so we're getting some mining done. We're gonna have some more steel here in a minute, which is good. Alright, I'm just shy of a full hour, but I think this is a good stopping point. So I hope you enjoyed the first episode. As I prefaced, it was going to be a little slow. It will pick up once I have machining done, once I get some weapons. I'll do some early on raids. And I thank you for watching. Leave any feedbacks, comments, concerns, questions, etc. And I will catch you all next time. Thanks, everyone. Adios.